Mike from Hurricane Mike's here. Today we're making jerk chicken. This method has a few steps: seasoning overnight, a brine, a marinade, and cooking over smoke and fire. First, let's start with Nature's Promise leg thigh quarters. We got at our local Food Lion, where you can find a few Hurricane Mike sauces and seasonings in select stores in the Richmond, Virginia area. We're seasoning these up with our yard bird sweet poultry and all-purpose rub. Give them a moderate dusting, and we'll let them sit overnight. Next, we're going to make the brine for our chicken. We'll start by rough chopping our ginger. Then our chilies. You can either use Scotch bonnets or habaneros, although Scotch bonnets are preferred. We'll just crush our garlic. No need to fully peel it. The brine's going to get strained off and discarded anyway. Pour all of that into a large sauce pot. Add the allspice berries and your sugar. You can use brown or coconut palm sugar and salt. All right, now you're gonna add your water. We're gonna put this on the stovetop and simmer and stir it just long enough to dissolve the salt and sugar. When we're done with this, let this cool completely. Do not put your chicken into warm liquid. All right, now that this is cool, we're gonna add the chicken. If it looks like it's going to overflow, just take some of the brine out. Make sure that your chicken, though, is fully submerged. Cover, leave in refrigeration overnight, at least 12 to 24 hours. Now we'll put together our jerk paste. Quarter your green onions. Add your rough chopped ginger to the blender, as well as your garlic. All right, add some of your onions in and some of your soy sauce. We're using gluten-free Bragg's Aminos today. Blend that until it starts forming a paste and the volume reduces. Okay, now add the rest of your onion and culantro. You can use cilantro if you can't find culantro in your area, but culantro is traditionally what goes in it. Add your dried thyme and your chilies. This is a pretty spicy version, but still within the realm of reality for most palates. And you're gonna blend this into the paste. Okay, add your dried spices and soy sauce. The rest of it, blend. Add your Worcestershire sauce, blend. We didn't have room in the blender for the tamarind paste, so we'll add that when we add it to our chicken. This is kind of a big recipe. All right, you're gonna remove your chicken from the brine, you're gonna rinse it off. In a large pan, cover with the jerk paste, and then we're gonna add that tamarind as you see here. And we're gonna massage this into the chicken, letting it get under the skin wherever possible. This is where so much of the flavor and juiciness gets imparted into that chicken. Cover and refrigerate overnight. Now it's time to make the jerk sauce. Dice up your onion and shallot. Microplane some ginger. Okay, over a medium-high heat, add some neutral oil to your sauce pot. Add the onion and shallot with some salt to help draw the moisture from the veg. Add your garlic powder. With the onions, we're not looking for color here, just some translucency, so lower the heat as needed. Let's add your ginger, a little bit of Dijon mustard. Once your onions are softened, add your apple cider vinegar and pineapple juice. Add your sugar, either brown sugar or this is palm sugar, and combine. Add in that ketchup. Then we add a full bottle of Hurricane Mike's Wagwan pepper sauce. It's got all the right flavors from the Caribbean and just a nice level of heat to kick this sauce up right. And now we're going to puree all this goodness into a cohesive sauce. Oh, be careful blending hot stuff. Now that chicken is ready for the fire, we'll get the Oklahoma Joe Bronco 2.0 lit up. We're using a mix of charcoal with cherry. Once the charcoal pan is back in, we're going to let that barrel get up to about 250 Fahrenheit and load up the chicken. Coat generously with jerk paste. Close the lid. We're going to let this heat rise and level out at about 300-325 Fahrenheit. This will definitely produce some steam and smoke at first with some of the jerk paste dripping on the charcoal. This is awesome and it contributes to the flavor. Once it gets going, the smoke's going to go clean. Leave the lid down and check back in about an hour. Using an instant read thermometer, check the internal temp. Once it gets to 260 Fahrenheit, baste that chicken with jerk sauce and let the cook finish for about another 10 minutes. Remove from the fire and let it rest covered for about 10 to 15 minutes. You can leave it whole, separate the drumstick and thigh, or chop into pieces like this. This is how it was served when we visited Jamaica. We're plating this with pan-seared green beans and rice and peas that were cooked in coconut milk with hibiscus. Topped with more spicy jerk sauce and garnished with a healthy amount of chives. Now that is a taste bud flood. Thank you so much for watching. You can find all the best sauces and seasonings at hurricane-mikes.com or click the link below.